us begin. Continue as Malik Masood ibn Adanas. We are the Malakate of Zenzir, I suppose it would be. Not Shenshir, that's more like Eastern. So last time on Dragon Ball Z, we lost this little chunk of land in a very unbalanced war. We're going to be in debt. We are some reason at war with you. Alright, we're still trying to win the war, are we? Okay. That's right, we didn't reach a conclusion because the stream died. Right. Pretty much we're just trying to expand our land as much as we can and all that fun stuff. Call on one of our allies over here. At this point, I almost want to, because we need all the help we can get. Why not? Prince Adonis II, I suppose. Jatab is one of our children. We want to find him a nice ally somewhere. Emirate of Toat. He's already allied to us, though. Okay. And no. You know, I'll get this in so we can get this trait. That's how that works, right? Sure. No reason other than to get that trait into the family somehow. Why not? Oh. What? He died without having a male heir from internal injuries. Oh. That's not ideal. Okay, then. Well, this is our new heir, and he has a betrothed. At least we'll have the Saeed in our proper... Oh, that's a bit annoying. Oh well, gregarious is kind of nice. Compassionate's alright. Forgiving. Good diplomacy. Good diplomacy. We'll educate him ourselves for the last year of his... 5, 15... He'll be 6... so like the last 6 months of his quote-unquote childhood. Challenge to a board game. Our Vassal... Sure, it's for stress. Why not? Martial against his intrigue. Our intrigue against his learning. Our learning against his probably martial. Looks like we're going martial intrigue again. We'll just... Ah, damn. Synergize? What the fuck does synergize friendship mean? I know I can count on you in all things, and I wonder, would you commit to always aid each other in matters of experience and training? Oh. We're helping each other with stewardship. Hell yeah. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. We have, someone has a claim on Tangiers. Tangiers? I don't know how you'd say it. Our wage Pregante? Okay. Our vassal, the gallant Faris. My vassals excelled during our recent battles, my court's buzzing with excitement. What an accomplished Faris, what a role model, what a man. While the praise raining down on him has made clear that I'm expected to officially reward him in some manner. I'm not going to give him land, so... we'll just talk nice things about him. Let's see what we can do. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, because it's the war goal. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. He is a astute intellectual. Wow. Wow. Should we get him betrothed or break it? You know what? I'll commit. Why not? Fuck it. Get a new perk. War Profiteer. Thank you. More money when at war. Yeah. Why not? Let's get a little bit of a siege. We're gonna get a bit here. Oh, we have a new son. Mubashir. Finally, this war is at an end. Thank you. We got this little... Oh. Our wife died of natural causes. Oh. Oh, we hated each other. As you drew your last breath, relief washed over me. I'm free to start my life anew. That's a bit fucked up. That's a bit fucked up. Oh, and so we just moved one of our other wives to take her place. That feels a bit rude, but sure. We will grant this to... Sure, we'll give it to him. Why not? Salamanca. Make him like us. We're related. Eventually we'll have to marry him into our family again. But, yeah. Now let us recover. Oh. Didn't we just have a kid? No, we had a daughter. Now we have another son. Wait, no. We did just have a kid. Dalmau. Well. Well then. What I'd like is to get our land back. Fortunately, they have a lot. Do our vassals like us? Not really. He has a hook on us, best friend. Nope, not giving that to either of them. And he's got 29 learning, so we're not switching him out. Guess we'll just have to deal with it. Yeah. He likes us. He does not, but we can try to sway him a bit. And we can only have one at a time. Yeah, we're not good enough to have multiple. A lot of them don't like us. Why? Offensive war wants to sit on the council for him. Yeah, makes sense. Unfortunately, he's a bit shit, so nothing I can do. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Tortusa against Larida. As an attacker, probably not going to help out too much. Ooh. Galicia. Seize Aveiro. Struggle Clash will get us 2. I think so. Let's call in a couple of allies. We'll call on just him, because he's the only one. The other one's fighting his own war. He's not going to join us. So. Let's go nab Aveiro. Which... Aveiro? Yes. It will be ours. Our brothers tried to claim our throne? Oh. Oh, you bitch. How likely is it to murder him? Not very. We'll just have to be careful. Oh. Our truce with Leon has ended. No, I kind of wanted that truce. But actually, that actually helps, because then we can nab all this. This struggle clash is kind of nice. Because I think we can nab all bordering territories, which, you know, pretty handy. Our babies. A daughter and a son. Lots of children. This is gonna be... yeah. Oh, what the hell was that? Something just popped up, and I don't know what it was. Viral. We want Braganza. Actually, we should probably take Salamanca back. How about that? What the Oh. Oh, someone's trying to, like, get an artifact from me or something. Is that what that is? I think so. Whatever. I do not care. What the fuck? Who are you? Who are they and why are they getting involved? I don't like that, though. Please stay away from me. Stay far away from me. Thank you. One of his wars was... yep, okay. I'd rather have King Nunu not join, please and thank you. I'm happy where I am for my faith. I'm happy with Ashari for this. We're gonna probably do a Mozarabic after this one. In the evening, Alama, our very good priest man here, sits in a dimly lit council room, his gaze and quill are focused upon inconspicuous expense reports. Yet beside him lie clay molds with a royal stamp, which would only be needed if he intended to defraud the realm. To think that a man of his position would dare act so disgraceful into the eyes of Allah. Disgracefully, but skillfully. Had I not caught him in the act, nobody would have been the wiser to his scheme. Alishbuna. Yes, extort him. And some intrigue. Oh. Oh well, we lost the prisoner, somehow. Where is our ally? Who is our ally? Oh, down here. Where are they? Yes. Hergeld, we need more money. Beautiful toy box. Just stealing his everything. Rude. We need money. Marquesa. Hopefully none of them were important prisoners. No, they weren't. They were fine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Move down here. take a viral back. It'll take no time at all, and we should win the war. Hopefully. No. Oh, we're gonna have to fight them, aren't we? We're fine. This is fine. Oh. Oh. So are we at war with Leon? Yes, we are. That's not fun, but they have no army, so they're fine. 2 children were collecting clams from the beach in Qasr Abidanis when they came upon a carcass of colossal size. Beach dwellers claimed that the flesh of this dead sea creature is still incorrupt and very tasty. My Alama Imran pulls me aside during the council meeting, seemingly concerned. Is the consumption of whale meat truly permissible to us Asharis? Cannot make a rule in this matter. We should wait for a statement from a very respected scholar. Should forbid the people from eating the meat of this beast, just in case. We could eat it anyway, get some great nourishment, or feels a bit odd. I mean, it is a washed-up whale on the shore. Maybe you shouldn't eat it. We can wait for a ruling. Must not be eaten, and burn it. 10% chance of the carcass exploding and getting wounded. That's funny. Burn it. I almost wish that it did explode, just because that imagery is very funny to me. Ecstatic peasantry. The peasants in the sheikdom of Al-Ishbuna are in good mood. The harvest is bountiful, the roads are safe, and the village elders are telling words. I talked for like 6+ hours today. I was on a friend's stream. Telling nonsensical stories of cows producing honey-laden milk and geese-laying golden eggs. The peasants are praising me for their fortune. Have sent a delegation carrying gifts. I mean, I won't say no. Or, ooh. Give our capital dev growth. I do like dev growth. Yeah. We're doing all right on money right now. Thank you. Enforce demands. Thank you, thank you. Portucale. Let's give this to one of our kids. Yeah. And make an alliance with him. Our daughter can marry. Can get a half-decent alliance there. The Ezraid Emirate. Attacking you, Fazaz. Yeah. Or maybe we should go for traits. Well, matrilineal, we can go with traits, as was suggested for future projects, shall we say. There's a much easier way to do this. Why am I not doing it? No. No, that's fine. Herculean, but he's very old. Hail. That's one, right? Or like Hardy or something? No. Whatever. Sure. Transfer a Viro to him. No, because he hates us and is trying to steal our throne. So no, I will not do that. Thank you very much. Hell yeah. Why is my phone going off? But we still have to take back this bit of land, eventually. With our allies, we could manage. Oh, they are pretty powerful, though. Go on an adventure to Western Europe. Fuck it, sure. Get us something fun. Something nice. Time has come for me to depart upon my adventure, my Malik. My beneficiary bows as well as he can while weighted down by heavy bags. Before I leave, please tell me, is there anything specific you want me to keep an eye peeled for during my journey? Can I ask for an exotic animal, skull or hide? Trinket made of a material you cannot find here, or tapestry or artwork. Makes me wish I was there. Or trust his instincts. Yeah, trust your instincts, bring me something fun. I'm not picky. We have a toy boat, but we must be a child to use it. Look how bad we are with piety, and it's just getting worse because we're arbitrary, which is a sin. So technically we could go to war. Oh, we don't. We don't have any allies that will help us. Oh, are all allies in our own land? Is that part of the problem? I bet you that's part of the problem. Yeah. Right. You. What's there? Batalis, the Jacobid Emirate. That might be handy. Yes. I know we should save them to, like, marry to our clan leaders. We also kind of need alliances. We actually really need alliances. Also, our clans hate us. Okay. Send gift. We don't have enough money to send gifts to people. He likes us. He does not. He does. He doesn't. Who gives us... It's really this guy that would... He would give us 600. Clan seems to be a bit of a pain. It will take some getting used to, won't it? Foremost Ferris. A healthy rivalry between meddlesome fighters to be expected. The growing discord between Adi, one of our fighters, and Jatab, our heir, is souring the mood at court. Adi is widely regarded to be the more skilled, but Jatab clearly takes issue with the assertion. In the middle of an audience, the latter, which would be our son, bursts into the throne room and, clutching his sword hilt, cries, "Adi! Only one of us can claim to be the Malik's most skilled Faris. Meet me outside, I'll settle the question." Adi replies weakly, "I would cut you to pieces where you stand if it was not for the presence of my lord, you weak churl." Or curl. Is it churl or curl? I don't know. Apologize and I may spare your life. Better act quickly if this escalation is to be halted. Can demand, may the best Ferris win. I would like our heir to not be killed, thank you. Not another one. Take their swords, give them both training blades. We can enter single combat and fight one of them. Fight Adi. What is our personal... He's 8. 10, we're actually a little bit better than him. Or try to demand they're both on the same side. Considering we are brave. Fuck it. Come here. Single combat, Adi. For a few brief moments, Adi and I pace in lazy half-circles. Each waiting for an opening, I heft my sword, ready to defend myself before he clutches his axe firmly to hand. This fight may only be till first blood, but that doesn't ease my nerves. A sudden twitch, our bout begins. He hefts his axe in a strangely familiar fashion, then executes a near-perfect, powerful cleave that I could swear I've seen before. Try to headbutt him. See how you like a sculling. High risk of injury, medium success. Attempt to guard or taunt. Sure, fuck it, we headbutt him. Batting aside his axe for a crucial instant, step inside his guard, bring my skull down on his. The sickening crunch. One moment we're fighting, the next is a cry of Hya! My eyes sting, my vision blurs, my mouth tastes of hurled dirt. My form's deteriorating fast. I mean, that's just because you didn't do the headbutt right. Do the headbutt right, you're fine. Fuck it up. You're in a worse state than your enemy. Like, just do it right. My form's deteriorating fast with numerous exploitable gaps, and Ari's stance is formidable. My opponent is still holding off my blows well. He seems close to faltering. Have at thee. Just die. Just ensure attack. Try badly to attack. Friendship is splendor, scum. Enthusiastic onslaught. Fuck it. Enthusiastic. Just run at him. Ah, damn. Throw myself at my opponent, sword whirling, determined to strike him down with as many wild attacks as it takes. Don't so much as see the haft blow to the side of my head as I feel it. Blasts of white-hot pain in my temple, accompanied by a sudden shift in perspective as I topple sideways. Adi's feet come into view in front of me, shift into a combat stance after a pity-laden pause. Have just enough fortitude to croak out a single line. Can yield, or try to form a rivalry with him. Yes, fuck you. We will become your rival. You'll rue the day. Oh. Someone's plotting... No, trying to fabricate a hook on our court. I don't even know who that is. There's a random courtier of ours. I don't suppose we can make any new titles? No. Dissolution faction. I mean, if you're going to be a problem, I'll just shift you over to him. He's already a problem, so you know, just get rid of him. Fuck it. I wanted you to be a proper vassal, but no. While out on a leisurely stroll, the cry of a particular merchant stands out amongst the hustle and bustle of the street. Greetings, my lord. I have an exquisite assortment of wares if my lord has a coin. Merchant stalls positively brimming with baubles and haberdasheries. Lose a bit of stress. You can now get a real bargain, 100 lifestyle. Lose a bit. Yeah, let's give it a go. You're a very good haggler, apparently. Oh, wait. Serpentine Buddha. Hell yeah. Detailed ledgers. Make the couple of republics we have a little bit better. This Buddha gives us a little bit of stress gain. Reduces our stress gain. Tiny gestalt of a plump, laughing, bald man. I think I have a little Buddha statue on my shelf somewhere. It was a gift from a friend years ago. A traveler claiming to be employed on my beneficiary Hakam's brought before me, carrying a message from the adventurer. Fear not, my great lord, for Hakam is in good health. Bring you news of the possibility to fund an even greater adventure. See, Hakam had took a wrong turn somewhere, now near Lille. Lille. How? I mean, that's not that far. You were in Western... This is still Western Europe. That's not that far of a direction. His traveling companion throws a dirty map to show me where they ended up. He's enough funds to make it to Western Europe as planned. She suggests that with some additional funding, can chase up a local rumor and bring home a great artifact. Sure, fuck it. More gold, go wild. Court grander's going down. We could up one of these. The food helps with stress loss and lodgings. That helps with scheme power and less guest recruitment cost. You know what, fuck it. I'm going to increase our servants slightly. We can kind of afford it. Not really, but kind of. Heir, you... Are any of these actually... You're heir to here, okay. this little child. Ruler... Dynasty, no. Alright. That's fine. Lost Viking. Struggling and shouting large man's dress before me. Clearly a Viking raider. With some chaos in our realm for decades. Please have mercy. My name is Don. Been living in the sheikdom of Qasr Abidanis for years. Was left behind because I was injured. Villagers saved me. They're my family now. The Viking falls to his knees, hoping I'll spare his life. Several peasants confirm his story. Could take him on and recruit to the court. Execute him. Or, yes, come to our court. He's a faris. He is an amazing martial character, first of all. If we take more land up here, or over here, he'd be a pretty good, yeah, let's find him a spouse. I don't suppose you want to be married to one of our children. Yes. You can be of his dynasty, sure. That way, if he ever becomes a vassal, he likes us. Which will be good. Yeah. Zinzia. Inspiration of bandits on the road. Oh no. My liege, the adventurer come sends word, the servant exclaimed, holding out a letter. For 10 days and nights, me and my party have been hiding. The bandit lord Thorfiner sent a blockade on the road we must travel. What do you advise? Caution? Should we fight them, trusting Allah to keep us safe? Signed, Hakam. Seems he's in quite a predicament. What are you good at? You are brave. Tell him to keep laying low. No guts, no glory. Oh, he will definitely die. Or pay more gold. I kind of want to see this thing to the end, so we'll just have him take the safe path. Pay some gold. Challenge to a board game. No, because I hate you. It wouldn't even help. Die. Ooh. Struggle Clash would give us most of his land. Heresy Najdatis and Marwanid. All the way over here. They were once Ashari. They are now Najdat. Esoteric Struggle and Submission. Fatwa. What's the map? There's a lot of Lawlords in England. Lawlords and Insular, some Norse. Not a lot of Catholicism in the Isles right now. Also, our sister died from flagellation. Ah. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. Man's been spending large amounts of gold, bragging loudly about the great deal he struck with a fancy lord in pearls and silk. Apparently he drew a map of the local plains for an unknown nobleman. Spies think the lord must be scheming against me or one of my subjects. Yeah. Alfonso. Yeah. Toss him in the dungeon. He's probably gonna die. Another inspiration. A box. Fuck it. Why not? I like artifacts. I really do. I'm alright with all this. Demand payments. They don't quite have enough. Oh, you do, though. Sure. You know, I'll demand it from him, too, just because. Oh, we've gained some stress. That's not good. We'll try to get rid of that stress at some point. Let's find a physician before it gets too late. It's always good to have a physician. Oh, inspiration name to remember. Oh, is this the box we're making? Anyone special to us, our lord? Must read my irritation at such a personal question. Continues. I mean, is there anyone you wish to dedicate your commissioned artifact to? It's turning out well, but a meaningful inscription make it feel even more personal. We could dedicate it in the honor of our dead sister to our beloved wife. You know, making sure our wife likes us, kind of important. Aslam is he's pretty good. Plus forgiving and content, yeah. I'll take him. He doesn't seem like the type to try to get us killed. So. Oh. Our Alama is, he doesn't like us right now. Fine, he can be High Almoner if I'll get him to stop whining. Oh, our wife is forgotten. We're gonna have we're gonna have so many kids. We already have too many kids. Ooh, is this a good time to attack? It's a little more even than I'd like, but struggle clash, or we could. Well, we can't really do the Conquered Duchy, really. Invade Kingdom, probably better used against Al-Andalus. How about Struggle Clash? Is this a bad idea? That might be a bad idea. I don't suppose we have any other children we can marry off. Why will the realm lose land? Of Setabul? This tiny city. Oh. I hope we're not going to have to fight Italy for a tiny city. That'll be a little bit unfortunate. Sure, we can go with this. He's not, wrathful. Arbitrary might be annoying if he tries. If we have to struggle for a peace deal, fuck it, we'll go for it. It's what we do. We always do poorly planned wars. It's kind of our thing. Yeah. When do we ever think a war through? Let's be honest. Let's actually go over here. Avoid this army into... Oh, we're gonna get chased, aren't we? Yes, we are. Let's just run. Oh, wait, we're actually getting caught, but we might win. Are we defending in mountains? Yes. Do a river crossing and in... Well, these are plains. It's river crossing. Okay. That's actually very helpful. Damn. He's converted. Thank you. Attempt to convert him. He'll probably say no. Oh, no, he will just say yes immediately. Thank you. The Impaler of Lotharingia has created the Alsatian. Hell yeah. Yep, right here. Alsace-Lorraine. Vaguely. Our allies, yes. Join me. He's just a really good commander, I guess. We have a daughter. Little Gainia. That means a potential alliance. Idrisid Grand Emirate. I mean, I'll take it. Right now, I'm more worried about alliances with outside powers. Big, powerful allies that can beat up our enemies for us. I receive a missive from my adventurers, but in the crisp lands of the taiga forests. How fucking far did you go? How far did you go? I spent some while surrounded by the finest company a journeyman could ask for, a colony of beavers. This courier sent you a book of sketches of the structures they use to catch fish in the waters. Oh, to be a semi-aquatic rodent. Get some stewardship and own the Palace of Beavers. Hand it off to our kid. Ooh. No, yeah, we're gonna just pour over it. Go for, I guess... Actually, let's start going down this one, too. He's told many days or nights, but we have a jewelry casket of masterful craftsmanship, made of lavishly worked walnut on the body of the box and the lid. Capable hand has carved rose flowers, perfect to keep jewels and religious trinkets safe. Okay. I saw it give us plus 0.4 piety and a little bit of grandeur. That means that we can break even with piety at a casual almost 1700 in the negatives. You know, as you do. Oof. Yeah, let's call him in. We need a little more help. Another inspiration? A book. Not right now, thank you. And this gives us building construction time cut by 15%. That's pretty nice. How are we looking for this? Oh, we're slowly getting towards compromise phase. Slowly. Slowly. It's very hostile right now. No, we're gonna lose. No, we're not. It said we might lose, but I think we're good. Hell yeah. We might just win from battles. Oh no, we're capped out at war score from battles, aren't we? Yep. Only 50%. Oh, inspiration realized. Ooh. My lord, my beneficiary announces his arrival in a surprisingly loud voice. Probably holds a package securely wrapped in cloth. I returned from Europe. We're still on Europe. It's not a foreign continent. With an artifact for my journey. I take the bulky bundle in my hands, loosen the cords before peeling layer after layer of fabric. Besides an artifact unlike anything I've seen before. Khan smiles proudly. While I've seen better days, this old steel sword said to be the mythical cladenets. Maybe. Sword that can swing itself. In its current conditions, hardly easy to wield at all. Its mere presence commands respect from those who believe in its supernatural origin. Well, damn. Nope, that's the wrong button. Oh, it's not a personal weapon. It is a artifact. It's a pedestal item, is it? Prestige, plus 0.5. Renown, court ranger bonus, and better heavy infantry. Damn. Can I get a photo view to see the sword a little bit better, please? Oh, it's a bit of a curved sword. Curved swords. This warrior's from Hammerfell. Please leave us alone. Please leave us alone. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, our allies. Help. Help me, please. Please help me. Oh, is this our ally? Yes. Come to attention that lawless fugitive, Bakr, staying in your court. Hand him over to my justice. Forgive the slight. Sure. Who even is this? I don't know who this man is. I'm sorry. So, yeah, toss him over. Let's move down here. Galician Catholic Populists. That should be fun. That'll be fine, I'm sure. What could go wrong? Probably have to siege this down a bit. Or we can just wait and hope that this will count. 6 months? Yeah, we're probably fine. Oh, our heir actually has a kid. Okay. Masood. Not a good kid, but a kid nonetheless, I suppose. 97%, huh? Dreams of Destruction. Malika Ermenerda has come to me in the dark of night, feverish and pale. Oh, that's our wife. I've had dreams, she says, where I find myself in a field of death. Libraries were burnt, our minarets fallen, our brothers and sisters nailed to crosses, beset by carrion birds. All that we built was destroyed. Death and despondency reigned over earth. Dear husband, please listen. It's no ordinary sickness that assails me. I fear that my dreams are true, that these things might come to pass. Please do not let them. You must save Iberia. You can ask her if she's a witch, and if she gets foreboding visions of the future, imprison her for being a witch, convince her that Allah is testing her faith, form an intimate relationship. We get a bit frightened by these portents, but yes, come close, tell me of your visions. They could be useful. Wealth aplenty. Our treasuries brimming with gold and silver. Not really. All expenses are cared for. Wealthy lord expected to offer patronage to some kind of artist or scholar. Luck would have it, 3 potential candidates have arrived. Get gardens in our... Oh, we gain extra prestige. Bit of extra piety. Learning and dev growth. Yeah, let's go for the natural philosophy. I love dev growth. It is just very good. He is... what is he a vassal of? Nothing really that important. We could try to make him like us. He's currently our steward. No, we should go for someone else. Because, I mean, he's already on the council and he still hates us, so... we should beat them on the siege. Thank you. Nah, but 2 more pieces of land. Thank you very much. This is owned by her, who does not like us. This is owned by you, and you do not like us either. Please convert. Or... okay. It's a weak hook on us, but we can just make him someone else's problem if we really wanted to. Grant... oh no, okay. Alrighty then. We could just murder the child. But no, we probably shouldn't. Plus, Realm will lose land when he dies, so that would just go right back to him. Okay, we'll just have to accept this small child has a hook for now. It's a weak hook. It goes away in a while. It's fine. It's going to go away before he's an adult. Doesn't matter. I don't think he can actually do anything with it. Her, on the other hand, she does not like us. Murder? Oh, wait. Oh, we can accuse her of... Oh, wait. No, that's for prestige and less stress. I guess we don't have the thing, because some religions have. Where... Fatwa, no. I don't remember which one it is. It's not this one. None exists. Characters, no. Thinking of a specific thing. I don't know. There's some part of the religion where if they turn down a conversion demand, they are considered criminals and you can try to imprison them. Don't remember what that tenet is. As I tour my Kasbah grounds, a peasant elder approaches me. Great Lord, please have mercy upon us. Save our village from the tyranny of Sheikh Tariq of Merida. Whomst? Oh, someone in his land. We can attempt to capture it within 10 years, will be expected. Get an unpressed claim. Promised liberation. Prove your resolve to me. Point your spears at Tariq. We can attempt to get them to start peasant revolts. Nah. Not our current problem. Well, we are getting a bit bigger, a bit more powerful, but we're still having the issue of, you know, no one likes us. Which of course means we don't get a lot of... Oh, Lord. He hates us because of just a lot of stuff. I don't think any amount of swaying is gonna help that. Except to a game of chess, I suppose we will. We've been through this a lot. So we'll just see... Yeah, we'll just go martial, I guess. We've seen this one. It's like a duel, but a little less dangerous. You just play a board game. Just play chess. It's not even with death, it's just with people. Oh, God, I missed that event. It got me killed every time. I miss it, though. Al-Andalus. Delicia. To the impressive Malik Masood, you and I should be friends, not foes. Accept this gift in exchange for your signature. Treaty of Mutual Goodwill. 55, and we'll sign a truce. This is a thing? Okay. Yep, that's kind of cool. I like that. Very cool. I'll just, also do that, just in case. Okay. I mean, technically, if we go, we're probably going to go against Galicia, not him. I'll take your money, thank you. Our daughter has come of age. Her betrothed is in here. Why are we... Okay. I'm just going to leave that. If he ever gets out of prison, they can marry then. Very fine. We need to recover a little bit, but we now have a border with these guys over here, and we have a bit of a border with Al-Andalus, but they are much more powerful. Okay. Our daughter has had little baby. Ooh. Poor manners. Our priest is just being gross. Cut it out. It says Galicia is a good option. I mean, we can try it. Struggle clash, we get Porto and Monterrey. I do like Struggle Clash, CB. Ooh. Maybe we should recover a little bit more. We don't have a lot of prestige currently. To extort our subjects. Steal some gold. Nah. We're probably fine. We are probably fine. Oh. Get a weak hook on a neighbor of... right there. He's come to me promising that whatever I need, he will provide if we ask. But why? What can we even do with that? We can do a little bit. Not a lot, though. Invite to activity. Purchase a truce. I guess we could force... I mean, I don't really care. I don't really want to do anything with him. So. No thank you. Conversion. We're getting there. A shoddy. Yeah, realistically, they're pretty much the same. Ooh. Oh, maybe one of these is it. Yeah, righteous. I think it would have been... yeah, I think one of these doctrines. I want to see the thing, because I know it's something. Fundamentalists? Yes. Maybe it's fundamentalist. I don't know. Minting new coinage. We can attempt to make some new coins. Can straight up get dev growth. Prestige, we can try to get good. We'll just go with... we'll get some dev growth. I do love dev growth. To my surprise, Emir Yaya, who's of here, corresponded with my counselors to arrange for a day by myself to take off some of the pressure I've been under. In the end, spent it following a suggestion from him himself, riding with a military patrol, taking charge of the order of my realm directly. Ah, that's good. He's helping us with our stress. Lord knows we need the help. Can force him to pay us. Maybe we will. How long does this hook last? A little bit longer. Exotic arms. Along with their strange goods, merchants bring tall tales from distant lands, unverifiable, full of wonder. Take a drink real quick. A group of Asturleonese peddlers purport to have brought Tokara Ugyr. I've never known how to say that word. Said to come from the faraway court of a great ruler, Idikut Pangtele II of Kocho, or Choco, no less. Playu, the leading trader, grins darkly. This unique armor could be yours for a special price, of course, great Marik. Likely yarn indeed, if only I had some way to verify the hawker's story. We could get some armor. We don't have any armor. Something's better than nothing. Yeah. I mean, it's injury resistant for prowess. Bit of prowess, bit of prestige. I mean. And the armor is apparently splendid, so that's nice. Hell yeah. Galicia. His ally of Leon, we only have one ally again. Okay. Well, good thing we have so many children. Islid Emirate. Sure. 1700. It's pretty good. They're related, apparently. How and why? Oh. He is the grandchildren of our sister. That'd be like, what, our great-nephew or some shit? I don't. Family trees get confusing this far out. I think it's nephew, and I think it's like great-great-nephew. It's not a cousin, because that's like your aunt or uncle's children in line. Or grandparents. Whatever. Yep. Technically inbred, but it's not that close. It's distant at that point. Well, it's not distant. It's still inbreeding, but you know. Anyway. With our new friends, we can definitely conquer a bit. Porto Monterrey. Yeah. Because realistically, it's pretty much... I mean, we could take, like, Santiago. And then when we do the next... Actually... Maybe that'd be good. Okay. Maybe we should give that a go. Let's go for just a claim on Santiago. Because I believe Struggle Clash is all adjacent counties. And if we get this, then we can take all of this. The entire chunk of Galicia. Yes. Yes, do it. In. Let's go. And I will gather my army, but I'll gather it down here. Just so that they know where to go. He wants to, I guess, re-synergize our friendship? Sure. We've joined the early medieval era, have we? Why is he the head? Oh well, whatever. Are we at least going for onager? Yes, okay, good. But we're now part of the early medieval, which is kind of nice. Reconquista. CB piety cost and more monthly piety. It's fine. We're mostly using prestige, though, because, you know, very, very fun and fancy Struggle Clash CB. Very nice. I do like that. It's probably my favorite part. I do love that CB. We'll demand the payment from him. Let's just sit in the mountain. Oh, you're fighting our peasants for us. That's nice. Let's go side-by-side siege. Or we can run. Let's also just run then. Into the mountains. Chess 2. After winning another game of chess against myself, can't help but think perhaps my towering intellect could improve this game somewhat. Yes, your towering 7 intellect. What change would make the most sense? The king's clearly too weak. The bishop should be stronger. Obviously, the king should be better. Get some prestige for that. Let's get our allies to help. We'll just destroy their army right here. Come along. Come along, allies. Please. Yes. And while there's a battle going on, we have to decide about cattle herds. Attempt a large herd. Yes, good. Deborah, love it. You can become friends with Yaya. Sure. We are friends. We're best buds. Hello, Dijo. I have no idea what you've said, but sure. Hell yeah. We took their enemy banner, the Galician War Banner. Hell yeah. Natural Dread, Net Effectiveness, Grandeur Bonus. I'll take it. Let's go march and just take Santiago itself. Alright, alright. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, crack every bone. Oh, mierda. Our daughter has had another baby. Another little baby. Are you not going to do anything, my guy? You're just going to starve in the mountains? Okay. Another council meeting, another conflict. Alaman, our spy master, arguing violently about the upcoming building projects. As Malik could silence him with a single word, I have a better idea. My diplomatic pursuits have given me insight how to handle a situation like this. Please, everyone. We could try to help them both out, or I'm just going to side with one of them. I'm not going to take that risk. Our daughter, Kara, has come of age. And so they shall marry, I suppose. We're starting the game of marrying them all to our clan members, in the hopes that they'll like us. Oh, we're dead. We died of natural causes. We're now his son, Malik. Malik is a cool name. I do like the name Malik. I think it's cool. Let's get some people. Yes. Steward. Actually, reassign. Assign. Marshal. Yes, you. Why does he hate us so much? Oh, because he's a starter still. Okay, then. Get rid of that. Lifestyle, we could keep going learning. And maybe we will. Maybe we'll go scholarship. Sure. Help out with everything. Ransom Count Bermudu. When Lair, we can alliance with our half-brother, who's of this, because he took one of our pieces of land, annoyingly. Yep. Too few spouses. We'll get one spouse here. Clear. And I guess her. Wow. Just random. No real rhyme or reason. Good. I'd really love it if our allies would come help us. I mean, we're fine, but still. A flesh wound. A pool of blood congealing under the feet of Raf, diplomat sent by my ally. By the immense quantity soaked in my fine carpet, almost seems he's been bleeding on the spot for hours, if not longer. Oh my. My apologies for the mess. I was defenestrated by a dwarf trying to rob me an inn on my journey to Lisboa. He was yeeted through a window. That's what defenestration means, if anyone's curious. Tossed through a window. However, as the rapscallion cushioned my fall, diplomatic visit can continue. still be days until my blood loss is fatal. My calendar has space next week. Can you hold on? Yeah, we'll talk now, but your liege has to pay for our carpet. We're the dynasty yet. Oh, that's good. Okay, yeah. Okay, but like actually allies, would you please fucking help me here? I'm gonna lose this battle because of you. God damn it. I hate you. Awful. One of our wives is Pregante. Hell yeah. Let's make some alliances with our brothers. Just to make sure that there's no funny business. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, now if y'all could please actually help me instead of just letting me die in the middle of fucking Galicia. Mercenary group in Salamanca. Can offer them a place. Hello, hello. Hello, Chronom. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Our wife is trying to woo us. Let us kiss already. Sure. How you doing? Good to see you. Hell yeah, I'm glad. Purchase a truce between us two? Sure, I won't attack you for 10 years. Give me money. We're just gonna play the siege game. There are noises and fireworks and all sorts of shit. I hope y'all can hear it. It's probably gonna be like that for today and tomorrow and Monday. Even during the day, but especially at night. Because it is, of course, 4th of July weekend. Hooray. I don't think you can hear it, though. The new mic is better for sound, sound cancellation, so I think we're good. Forge a hammer. I do like hammers. No, we'll pass for this time. Ooh, a merchant Baroness Peddlers brought a Norse object. The great King Skuli of Sweden. Unique dagger could be yours for a price. King Skuli's dagger. It is splendid. Prowess versus +1 prowess only. That's pretty awful. Hey, yo. We just died again. What the fuck? As we're enjoying dinner, full cup of violet sharba. I feel a curious sensation in my throat. It doesn't take long for I'm clawing my neck trying to breathe, to scream, get any air at all past my swollen and bleeding throat. As my consciousness fades, I see there's blood and skin on my nails. I have to wash that off. How unseemly. We were murdered and we are now a baby. Well, we are now This 5-year-old child. Well then. Story-wise, you're a lich. Apprentice to a lich, teaching you to be one at the moment. Yet to get any lich levels, yet to get a point where you choose a path officially. Ooh. You're getting there. You're working your way up. An unpaid internship into undeath. Let's look at it that way. You get paid in exposure. Of course. I'm glad that it's going well, though. Very glad. With a new dynasty head again, that's good. Sure, we'll repair it. Now, let's actually look at our child. We're curious. What do we want to do? Let's find ourselves... Our cousin... Generous isn't great. Arrogant, callous, vengeful, wrathful, arrogant, but also compassionate. Interesting. You know, actually, I'm going to make him, because I think if we want to become... Let's become a martial character. A curious struggle. Fuck it, we're still going. We're going martial. We're going to become a fucking warlord at this point. My mother's been getting more irritable by the day. As I sit on the throne contemplating the possible causes, she storms herself towards me. Just as she used to when I misbehave as a child. You're still a child, my man. Masood, my son, got to do something about these mournful rags you call clothes. Don't you care what people think of you? No way for a Malik to present himself. At this rate, you'll be the laughingstock of Zenzir, nay of all the Andalusians. Yes, Mama, I will fix it. We probably could. I mean, yeah, we're fine. We will fix it. I wanted to improve our court anyway. What the fuck? Where are you going? Why are you leaving me? Don't you leave me. Uh-oh. Our courtier... Oh, it's our half-brother who was born after our father died. Okay. Interesting. Okay, we still have some allies. Gamulin, the goddess of justice, head of heavens, only been charged for more than a century. Ooh, that's not very long in terms of a deity, is it? The former master and master of heaven was an aeon. Ooh, that is very cool, actually. And yeah, that's for God. That's like a new position, isn't it? That's not very long. Discovered onagers. That's like the blink of an eye for a deity, essentially. Are we finally moving up here? God, this war is just a pain. Helping with our city building. So we're just going down that one. We're so... There's so many... Ooh, what's that? Roman walls of Lugo. Built by the Romans long ago, the great walls of Lugo remain an impressive sight. Pilgrims pass their 5 gates on the road to Santiago de Compostela, making the journey even more profound. That's pretty nice. Learning and renown, tax level, that's also good. Ooh. Forum Brigantium. I mean, I know it's not like... I wish there was a map mode for those things. I love this type of shit. Like these special buildings, I live for it. It's so... Alhambra? Alhambra, the ruins at least. Oh, I live for this type of stuff, though. My favorite thing in these games are these special little buildings. That's why when they added Great Works to EU4, I was so here for it. It's so... I don't know why, it's just cool. I just think it's neat. Holds it up like a potato. I can think of a few that'd be over here, but I don't know how many are in game. If any. No, apparently not. You don't remember the Aeon's name. He died when he returned to the mortal world. The place he died on, its named after him. Suppose he died. Yeah, I mean, that's how it is with, like, deity level stuff, right? Do they truly die? Can a god really die? Or do they linger in some strange sense? But yeah, they're so cool. Something about it really just, like, I just really like. I especially like when mods, like we saw in God Herja, add custom great works. It's just like an even more ability to add lore to something, to everything. I'm gonna all for white peace. I don't fancy our chances here, and I think maybe we've lost 2 rulers or a 3rd ruler since this war started. Maybe let's pump the brakes a bit. Yes. Like Anbanar has great buildings. It's really, really cool, actually. I love Anbanar, actually. That one's a good one. Or like Elder Kings Universalis has great wonder buildings as well. Not great wonders. Great. What do they call it? Are they great projects? I don't remember. I think they're called great projects. I should play Anbanar again. I wonder if it's been updated recently. Probably one of my favorite EU4 mods. I've even had some inspiration for my own homebrewed world from that mod in its world. Oh. More and more wide-eyed servants seek me out, claiming to see my father walking the halls. You can find no rest, my lord. That's why he stalks the place of his demise. Can just dismiss the fear. Or let's have someone look into it. Let's have someone look into this ghost. He was murdered horribly, so if there was ever going to be a ghost, it'd be the young king that was murdered. Ooh, additional taxes. I'm going to make an onager regiment and put up this to 2. Fuck it, we're going all in. We're making our men-at-arms even better. I thought it weird an Aeon was a lawful neutral being instead of a lawful good. The Aeon was the first Lord of Heaven, or if he succeeded as well. I do not know. I will admit my knowledge of, like, the gods of Pathfinder, not super... It's not a lot, because when I played Pathfinder and ran the campaign, I did it in my own custom world with my custom deities, so I don't really know a lot about the heaven and hell and everything about Pathfinder. I only know that I really like Grotus, the Harbinger god from, like, that Harem was followed in Kingmaker. That's pretty much that. Sarenrae I also know quite a lot about. But if it's not Sarenrae or Grotus, I'm afraid I don't really know, actually. I've not looked at them too much. I never played around with them much. So I unfortunately could not tell you. If I had to take a guess, I'd say probably wasn't the first. Considering everything that goes down in Pathfinder lore, I wouldn't be surprised if that Aeon yanked it from somebody else. Would not be surprised. Unwelcome attention. Our vassal and bully. He's our bully. Can we just kill him? We are the king. Oh. Don died. That is very... That's unfortunate because he was very cool. He was very cool. Yeah, I have my own custom homebrew world that I've done a lot of D&D stuff in, and Pathfinder stuff in, and a couple like other minor settings. Like, I intend to do like a Witcher role playing eventually. I have some of the PDFs for that. I've had it since high school, and I've slowly tweaked it and made it more and more my own and more unique over time. It's a lot of fun. When we eventually play D&D on the channel, it's going to be set in that world. Pharasma, goddess of death and rebirth. Grotus is a god of death. Yeah, I can tell you a little bit. From what little I remember, from what some I remember, Grotus is kind of less the god of death and more a god of kind of like, I think, like the end times, of the destruction of everything, the death of everything. That's why Harem is how he is. Their clergy preach the end of days and make sure that everyone knows that everything's going to be ash in the end. But they're also very insistent that the only being that can bring about the end of the world is Grotus. So they fervently deny any attempts by, very powerful beings to end the world, because in their eyes, the only one that can bring about the end times is the god of end times, which is an interesting little thing that I like about this clergy. Or at least, yeah, what I remember. God of decay, kind of the god of decay. I guess more accurate, maybe the god of entropy. God of nothing, kind of. Because he doesn't quite represent decay. I feel like he kind of represents the fact that everything will decay, if you kind of get my meaning. I might be a bit off, but that's what I remember from when we played, and what I looked into. Yeah, he's very much god of the void, god of destruction, technically god of chaos, because there is no law in the end of everything. Kind of, yeah. But he is also technically related to death because of that, so you can be a death cleric and follow Grotus. He's an interesting one. One thing I also remember about Grotus is that he does not talk to his clergy. No, or at least save like the greatest of his chosen. They've never heard him talk. They only interpret his omens, his signs. He's a silent, ambivalent god. He's neither good nor evil. He is chaos, though. Because, yeah, chaos is... Yeah. Some of it I know from Harem and Kingmaker. Some of it I remember from my times in Pathfinder. I do have in my custom world a deity very similar to Grotus. It's less of a deity. Well, it's a deity, but he's only worshipped in a certain area of the world as almost a cult. I just really thought it was interesting. The deity of the end times. But his entire thing is that the end times will happen when they happen, damn it. Stop trying to end the world. That's my job. I just thought it was interesting. Hello. Welcome back, Dijo. We're chatting, fantasy gods. And I'm slowly... We lost 2 kings in about, I think, probably 4 years' time. Viking cheese. Stop at a roadside stall selling some simple foods. The trader, Rai, plies me with different wares before reaching below the stall, bring out a carved wooden box. Phew, my liege, this is the finest cheese in all the realm. Pushes this block in my hand, leans in, whispers conspiratorially. Crafted by cheese-making Vikings here in Iberia. Despite the bizarre comment, it's incredibly good. I must find these cheese Vikings. Yes. Hunt them down, recruit them. Cheese Vikings. Scrawny-looking man's brought before me. However, the pathetic man in front of me barely looks like a cheesemaker, let alone a Viking. I'm truly sorry, but I'm not really a Viking. It's just a lie to help with selling the cheese, he sputters. Aw, sad. I want half your profits and half your cheese. Give it to me now. We got an artifact of aged cheese. A small health boost, but less attraction. Yes. Anything for cheese. And speaking of Grotus and Harim, Harim is my boy. Don't be surprised when we play Kingmaker that Harim never leaves the team. Or if he does, he only leaves for short periods. I love him. Plus, he's a very powerful, like, battle cleric type, which is also a lot of fun. My vassal went straight into the ocean and threw himself in with no hesitation. He started his playful splashing, turns into something more frantic as he disappears under the surface. As moments stretch on, realize he won't resurface, at least not without help. We're gonna try to save him. We save him. Okay, good. Be a dwarf female romance him. Don't tempt me. I can fix him. His name, Araden. The city of... Oh yeah, Absalom. Yeah, I remember something about Absalom. Not much. I recognize that name. Became a living god. That's cool. I like the idea of becoming a living god. Yeah, I remember that. Of course, one person that's never going to leave the party until certain things happen is Tristan, because holy shit, is he an amazing healer. Like, goddamn. We're playing in the forest, we found myself all alone. Could have sworn the others were just behind me. Just about to start screaming, so they can find me. Not because I'm scared. Stumbled across my courtier, Ermenerda, who was the wife of our grandfather. She's crouched on the ground, inspecting some weird-looking plant, comparing it to one depicted in a large black tome open on the ground beside her. Has the calling of knowledge led you out here to me? She says. I just want to learn about what you're looking at. Do we want to become a witch? Can we become a witch? Fuck it, we're a witch now. Teach me. Can I be a witch? Am I a witch now? Please, I want to be a witch. Let me be a witch. Please. You better make me a witch. You know, that is true. If we don't plan too high difficulty, make Harim a healer, he'll never leave the party. Well, we're gonna have to make him a healer regardless because, yeah, there are certain things that happen that make Tristan unavailable for a while. If you know what I'm talking about. So it's inevitable he becomes. But I mean, for the first half of the game, we can just have a healer cleric and a destroyer cleric. We'll probably end up having Jubilost for a lot. The ranger man, Ekun, because him with that troll acid bow is a goddamn machine gun. He's ridiculous. Ourselves, of course. And I don't know who else the sixth one will be. Oh yeah, no, I know who it is. Our hot barbarian friend. I love her. I'll romance her. I don't care. The wise fool. My name is Hatim, my lord. I come before you to offer my wisdom. My Faris brought before me looks skeptical. Approach the castle riding a donkey, my lord. Backwards. Oh yeah, Miri. Oh damn, she can't be romanced? Lame. I would die for her. Gladly. I don't know why. I just like strong women. What can I say? The courtier brought me to the woods to play with a bow. Running off on my own. Did not take long before I come across a wounded doe trying to limp away from me. Get ambitious. Oh, I do like ambitious. Yes, get me ambitious. I do love ambitious. Of course, the last, 2 times that I played, I romanced the 2 tieflings because... Tieflings? I mean, come on. How can you see a tiefling and not immediately want a romance? You know it. I mean, can you blame me? Come on. Come on. Never-ending torment that it's our bully subjects me to has got to stop. Teasing me mercilessly, pushing me around, humiliating me. Cannot continue time I showed him who he is messing with. Let's beat the shit out of him. Oh, damn. We got beat up on the process. I'm a simple man. I see strong women. I immediately simp. I am a simple man. My honorable mother potters around court aimlessly each day, making clear her yearning for a purpose I'm too busy to provide. Today she finally corners me. There you are, Masood. To me, you are still my little boy, you know. We are like 7. We are... Oh, no, yeah. We're... Okay, we're not. We're 10. This child here is like 4. Let me teach you some of the burden from your shoulders. So much I can teach you. My entourage do their best to find something else to look at, but it only worsens my embarrassment. Son, what is the matter? Don't you care for your dear old ma for all I've done for you? We can make her some kind of court purpose, right? She good at anything? Yeah, we'll make her something. Make sure to get the gnome Jubilost? Yes. Didn't go specific area. Lost out getting him. Oh yeah, definitely. I fully intend to get Jubilost no matter what. Both because, like you're saying, he is the best steward. And also because, holy hell, our Pathfinder Alchemist's broken. Especially if you go like all the elemental bombs and rapid throw. This motherfucker can like machine gun throw force damage bombs from a mile away. At high level. He's... In my mind, Jubilost is essential. Absolutely. Do not worry, I am absolutely going to make sure that little gnome bastard is in my party. I gotcha. I gotcha. Sure, we'll make her a tutor. She can be a mama to all of the children. I will also have to remember to make sure to get Olivia and Regongar. Because even though I'm not the biggest fan of them, because I switched them out for other people, they can be powerful in their own right, especially if you build them well. A rogue wizard and a magus. Maguses are incredibly powerful in melee, and rogue wizard is just interesting. They're fun to switch out with. I think rogue wizards can get sneak attack with spells that require ranged attack roll, because technically in Pathfinder it's a dex-based roll, and sneak attack applies to dex-based weapon attacks. Because obviously in Pathfinder, your spellcasting modifier doesn't mean shit when it comes to attack rolls and stuff. Party's gonna be Jubilost, Lindsay, Harim, Amiri, Tristan. I feel like that's going to be our party a lot of the time. I might end up switching, like, switch out Lindsay for Ekundayo, or switch out Harim for a bit for Regongar, or, you know, something like that. It kind of depends on where we are. When we're doing Troll Trouble, Jubilost and Ekundayo are going to be on the team all the time. If we're doing, like, phase stuff, I feel like Lindsay would be a good pick, because bards are good at keeping us alive and out of charm. I feel like the only constants are going to be Amiri and probably Tristan / Harim. You didn't like it too much. Late game, you use the orc a lot. Magus, yeah, absolutely. Magus at like 15 level plus is So powerful. I've played a Magus in Pathfinder for years. It's so good. I had like a very fire and evocation based Magus with a battle axe. My boy Liam, he was whew. Goddamn. Yeah, good old Rigongar. Rigonja? I think it's Rigongar. I didn't get them in my first playthrough because when that slave event happened, I thought it was like unavoidable. You lose a party member forever. So I just kept reloading. It wasn't until later I found out, oh, it's supposed to happen. You get them back. Oops. We should probably do some warring, right? Let's go for some war. Nope. We can't do that. Declare against Leon. I mean, I also played a pyrokineticist for 6 years. Technically, I still am. That's the original character Vok. Technically, that campaign is still going once the situation with the D&D party, or tabletop party, I should say, I play with, settles down. You know, adult life, houses and cars and debt and family shit. It's on temporary hiatus. But mages and kineticists in Pathfinder, chef's kiss. So good. My favorite. So powerful. In case you couldn't notice, I just like to talk about tabletop. It's really my main passion, I'll be honest. I reckon, well, Kineticist's a little iffy. In Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous, Kineticist is actually not that great. Because if I remember a few years into Pathfinder, they released some errata, ERRATA, basically patch notes changes, version changes, errata, that made them more powerful, added more talents to them, kind of reworked the way they played a bit, etc., etc. For whatever reason, Kingmaker doesn't have those. So they're not, in Kingmaker, they're not actually as fun. If you ever play Kineticist, I recommend actual Pathfinder, the tabletop game. If you can, I mean, good luck finding someone who's still going to play first edition Pathfinder, but like, still. If nothing else though, Kingmaker, Kineticist are still pretty fun. I still recommend, I still rate them highly. Oh, our bully is telling that we are that we practice witchcraft. You tell someone, I'll beat your ass. Oh, our counselor died of natural causes. We have a new one. Is he any good? He's good. We could be better, though. Could be 25. Can we sway yet? Are we old enough to sway? No, we need to be 12. How old are we? 11. Oh, if you're ever looking to play something as well in like a different Pathfinder game, look at War Priest. They're essentially a magus, but cleric. And it's pretty fun. A War Priest, I believe it's called. You've got pneumonia. Please don't cut my leg off. Because that can happen. But yeah, War Priests are fun. They're like maguses, but divine. Those ones are a lot of fun, actually. I've not had a lot to play with. One of the players in the On Hiatus game has multi-classed into War Priest. But I've not seen a lot of it at play. Barbarian War Priest is interesting. That's what they are. But yet to actually see it flourish. It's in the creator for Wrath of the Righteous. If it's in Wrath of the Righteous, that is a lot of fun. And that's amazing. Okay, let's try this one more time. Ooh. Oh, I might play a War Priest then when we go to Wrath of the Righteous. Oh. That is exciting. That's very exciting. Because if it is War Priest I'm thinking of... God damn, okay. Color me intrigued. It has way more classes. Good to know. That's really good, actually. Yeah, because Kingmaker has what? It has a lot of the base game classes, both core and base, because there are two different classifications for classes. But beyond that, it's just got like a couple prestige classes and archetypes, right? It's not nearly as diverse as normal Pathfinder, which I think is because they couldn't get like the licensing for a lot of the other classes. Because of course, when you make a game about it, you have to get official licenses to use that shit. Just like Solas, the Crown of the Magister is funky because they only had the licenses to do some of 5th edition stuff. They had to fill in the blanks otherwise with their own custom stuff. Ooh, race-specific subclasses. Hell yeah. I feel like Wrath of the Righteous we're going to probably do multiple at some point. The Al-Canis Divergence. These ones over here have diverged their culture, I believe. Yes. To Rhodonite. Wait. Rhodonite? Hold on. That's a bit strange. They speak Israelite for some reason. Okay, no, they made their own... Oh, I see. Oh, whoa. Why did they not show up when I went to cultures? Oh, it did. I just didn't look. I didn't look hard enough. Okay. Sacred hunts. That's cool. Why are there... Where did the Israeli come from? Quick question. Where did the Israeli come from? Our Chancellor's trying to claim our throne, you bastard man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're good, right? Are we fine? Yeah, we're fine. Oh, our spy master has died. I don't trust our uncle to do it. I'll trust this. She's not, like, out to get us or anything. Okay, that's good. We got some level of fame. Oh, I have to wrap it up soon, don't I? Yeah, alas. In a minute. Oh, has it? Jewish stuff has been added to Hispania in the last couple patches. We ourselves haven't had any events that allow us to, like, switch or anything. But it looks like some of the people over here have. To go to Rhodonite. Which, I mean... looks half decent. In terms of culture. But no, we have not yet had the chance. But it'd be interesting to see. Interesting to, yeah. Maybe switch at some point. If we ever get a chance, maybe we make the great Jewish Al-Andalus. I'm sure that'll go well. Him. Here is his uncle, granddaughter. We have a lot of... Well, the thing about all these kings dying, all of that work we've did about making, like, a large family tree have all kind of, gone out the window a bit, haven't they? We don't have them anymore. Oh. Sakaliba settlers. Band of several hundred pale-skinned Sakaliba, enslaved men and women from the eastern reaches of Europe, escaped the realm of my acquaintance Sultan Umayyah. Talk as he may about how treasured they were in his army, his harem. They braved many dangers to seek freedom in my land. We all have scars, their leader Svetozar tells me. On our bodies are deep inside, but we're strong and determined. Long for some land of our own where we can speak our ancestral tongue. Let us settle in the Walia of Santarem. We would work hard to make you prosper. Where is this culture? I'm curious. Elemenian. I'm not sure. It might not actually exist anymore. Yeah. Welcome. They even make you a mayor. Convert. We're all converting. Hell yeah. Slowly but surely. We're getting there. Let's try and take them on. We're gonna have to go to war because we're gonna get thing taken out. We're fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is not gonna go well, is it? Yep. Oh my. This is gonna be a bad time. Fine, we'll make him so he's a little happier. Right then. We're at war. Oh. Is this going to be the end of this? Oh. Oh, no. Is this the end of... I think this might be the end of us regardless. Hold up. Yeah, no, I think this is the end. Huh. Yes, sign a white peace with Galicia, please. Okay. Help. Ally, please help. This is fine. This is fine. Please help me. It's iffy. It's very iffy. Okay, no, we're fine. We're good. We got it. Offer white peace. No white peace for you yet. Okay. We got this. We're good. Oh my god. Wrath adds 10 normal classes. Arcanist, Blood Rager. That's fun. That's a Sorcerer Barbarian. Cavalier, Hunter. I think that's like a Fighter Ranger, maybe? I don't know. Oracle's fun. Shaman. Skald is a Barbarian Bard. That's fun. Slayer, War Priest, and Witch. And Prestige classes. Assassin, Hell Knight. Assassin is pretty cool. One of my players was a Were Viper Rogue Assassin. Assassin's pretty fun for Prestige class. Cool. Very cool. I like that. Help me out, ally, please. Love the love of God. Help me. Are we actually gonna win? Hold on. I think we might. Oh, ooh. he won't accept yet. Oh, wait. Oh, there's no way we can actually win this, though, right? That's cool, though. I like that. We'll probably play an entirely different character. We're not going to, like, do, like, pillars where we carry it over. I'm honestly thinking maybe, like, a tiefling war priest now. Because I was thinking, like, a paladin type. Let's go war priest. Fuck it. Tiefling war priest. Lawful evil. Oh, hell. Okay, I knew that was going to happen. Another one's which is only in-game, can be played for NPC animates called Armiger. I've not heard of that one. Okay. We got a puppy. We got a doggy. Nose-wise, I guess. I don't know. We're a little busy. We're a little busy right now. Ally? Ally, please. We need help. Please. Oh, Lord. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Oh. Oh, I see. So it's essentially like a... Probably like a fighter-esque... Oh, god damn it. Probably like a fighter-esque class that is like a baseline. Because you have to be a certain level and have certain prerequisites to be a prestige class. So that was probably their way of getting into the game and be like, yeah, they qualify, definitely. Makes sense, makes sense. I like that. That's just kind of funny. Okay, so... We're going to become a vassal, apparently. Because we have, unfortunately, no way to do that. We're back worse than when we started. Well, that's unfortunate. Huh. Well, shit. Well, well, well. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions, except it was just everything. That feels like a good place to end it, yeah. Because it's right about that time, too. It's getting a bit late. And I guess what do we think? Do we attempt to reclaim it as this little duke? Or do we say GG and maybe go to somewhere else in Iberia? Maybe that's a question I put forth for the VOD as well. Oh, there's 4 more. Student of War, Loremaster, Winter Witch, and something else. Hell Knight Signifer, Mage Hell Knight. Ooh. That sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty badass. Oh yes, let's switch on over to this, just because this is kind of like the time to wind it down now. And I do put forth the question, I guess, to the VOD as well, of do we continue Al-Andalus? Or do we say GG and go to someone else? Because, oof. We'll figure out, we'll decide it by next week. But that is probably right around where we'll end it, huh? Because about that time... And that seemed like a good not cliffhanger, but like, path. I might say GG and do Mozarabs. Maybe should I do a nation of that, or should I do like a custom? What do you think? Should I do a custom nation of Mozarabs, or should I pick one and rise in the ranks from within? What do you think? You would know better than I do. Custom will be easier? Okay. I'll keep that in mind. We'll probably do that next week. Normal mods are hardest at the moment. Yeah, they seem a bit difficult. And I'm not good enough of a gamer to do that. I'm not a pro gamer. I am baby gamer when it comes to CK3 apparently. I'm not very good. Put me in EU4, I'll be a little bit better. CK3? You'd think with 250 hours I'd be better. I blame the fact that I've spent like 6 to 8 hours today on a friend's stream and playing games with them as well. We're in the loopy hours right now. Let's blame it on that. Yeah, let's definitely just blame it on that. Definitely not my fault. Of course not. It's not my fault. Me, bad at games? Those are rookie numbers, I know. I mean, compared to, again, EU4, where I have like... I think it's like 1100. I haven't played it for a while. Or like CK2, which a lot of them is not registered on the Steam account, but I probably have easy like 1,000 something hours. Stellaris, I think I have like a casual 300 or 400. But yeah. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you for joining me. It's always fun to chat tabletop stuff and Pathfinder stuff. Because as I was saying, tabletop stuff like Pathfinder and D&D and Vampire the Masquerade and The Witcher 1 and the Call of Cthulhu, tabletop in general is my real passion. I love it so much. I've been playing it for like 2/3 of my life at this point. I could talk about it for hours. It's always fun to chat. It is, it's interesting as well, especially different settings. Of course, I could ramble for endless days about my own custom world, but I won't, because that's a bit narcissistic. But yeah, it is just so interesting, and plus the stories you get from people from tabletop games, and the way they connect people, and the way you can like explore aspects of yourself in characters. It's just, I don't know. I think everyone should play tabletop with a group that, you know, fits them and their play style. I think everyone should give it a try. Plus, it's 2022. Being a nerd is a good thing. It's not like back in the day when you'd get your shit kicked out of you for hinting at liking something fantasy related, you know? Nowadays, it's actually accepted, so go wild. And I love it. I love it. But yeah, I'll probably end it here. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon with a new game. At request from a few people, we're playing Amori, which is a game near and dear to my heart, and we're going to be playing it on the channel, and I'm excited. Very excited. But yes, with that, I hope that you have enjoyed, and thank you for joining me. And until next time, I hope you have a good night, good day, just a good time. So until next time, bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye-bye-bye.